Guitars rolling through a sleeping town. I crossed another state line yesterday without remembering the name. Another motel, another sunrise, another town that looked the same. Kept old receipts inside my pockets, songs unfinished in my head, and conversations I never stayed for, following me instead. People call it freedom, but sometimes freedom felt too wide, like standing in the middle of nowhere, nowhere left to hide. Then one evening, through an open doorway, you looked up and simply smiled, like I wasn't late, like I'd been expected all the while. You never asked for explanations, you never asked how long I'd stay. You only said, if you're tired, you don't have to leave today. Leave the porch light on if the road gets hard to see, if the miles grow heavy and the night gets ahead of me. Leave the porch light on, like a song that still feels true. Maybe for the first time I'll come back instead of driving through. The radio played soft in the kitchen, rain moved quietly outside. You spoke about ordinary moments like they had nothing to hide. You said, people spend too much time waiting for big things. I laughed, because I had crossed whole countries and forgotten how to stay still. The electric guitar kept breathing, the piano opened up the room, and somehow all my old directions stopped ending too soon. Maybe home isn't a city, maybe time isn't what's gone. Maybe home is just a person who leaves the light on. Leave the porch light on if the road gets hard to see, if the miles grow heavy and the night gets ahead of me. Leave the porch light on, like a song that still feels true. And maybe for the first time I'll come back instead of driving through. Yeah. I spent years collecting exits, calling movement being alive. But maybe I was only waiting for one place, one voice, one reason to arrive. Leave the porch light on if tomorrow disappears, if the road keeps changing and I lose another year. Leave the porch light on, and if these old wheels stay true, maybe for the first time I won't chase the horizon, I'll stay with you. passed right through. Leave the porch light on, and I'll find my way to you. Electric move like footsteps on old wood. Funny how the quiet things stay the longest. I used to leave before the sunrise, like daylight asked too much of me. Another road beneath the tires, another place I wouldn't keep. I learned to travel without pictures, learned to sleep without a plan, learned to say goodbye so often I forgot how people stand. Still, I called it being independent, called it chasing something true. But after all those years of leaving, I still didn't know what to do. Then one evening in a corner booth, you asked me something strange. You said, if the road ended tomorrow, who would you become? The last waltz before dawn, slow turning in the light, one hand holding memory, one hand holding night. The last waltz before dawn, and somewhere in between, I stopped dancing with the highway and started dancing with the dream. You spoke in ordinary language, like ordinary things were enough. Open windows, Sunday mornings, quiet days, and simple love. I said I wouldn't know what to do with that. You smiled. Maybe nobody does at first. The piano drifted through the silence, electric guitar bent long notes, and suddenly every old direction lost its voice. Maybe freedom isn't distance, maybe time isn't the test, maybe some hearts stay restless until they finally rest. The last waltz before dawn, slow turning in the light, one hand holding memory, one hand holding night. The last waltz before dawn, and somewhere in between, stopped dancing with the highway and started dancing with the dream. Like the night refusing to end, I've crossed rivers, I've crossed counties, I've crossed years, but I never crossed the distance between surviving and being here. And maybe this is the moment I finally do. The last waltz before dawn, slow turning through the blue. One hand holding yesterday, one hand reaching you. The last waltz before dawn. Now the road can wait outside, because for the first time I don't feel like saying goodbye. Finger-picked guitar softly, piano lands gently beneath the final line. Morning always comes, but tonight I finally stayed long enough to see it. Like someone telling the truth for the first time. I used to measure life in exits and count the years in passing signs. Every little town I stayed in borrowed pieces of my time. I kept my jacket in the front seat and old songs inside the dash, thinking moving meant I mattered, thinking slowing down wouldn't last. People called me independent, like that word explained the road. But nobody ever mentions how heavy freedom grows. Then you looked at me one evening like I wasn't halfway gone, and suddenly all the miles I carried didn't feel that long. The miles between our names don't feel so far tonight, not with your voice still reaching me like a porch light in the dark. The miles between our names used to feel too wide to cross, but somewhere in your quiet way, you made getting lost feel less lost. You never asked for explanations, never asked me who I'd been. You just poured another coffee and said, you don't always have to win. I laughed because nobody told me that rest could feel this strange, that staying somewhere long enough could rearrange your name. The electric guitar kept speaking, soft notes hanging in the air. Somehow the room felt larger, because somebody cared. Maybe home was never waiting, maybe home was always found inside ordinary evenings when nobody's around. The miles between our names don't feel so far tonight, not with your voice still reaching me like a porch light in the dark. The miles between our names used to feel too wide to cross, but somewhere in your quiet way, you made getting lost feel less lost. I've spent years believing the road would answer everything, but roads only tell you where you've been, not where to stay. And if tomorrow calls again, maybe I'll still go, but now I'll know there's somewhere worth returning to. The miles between our names don't feel so far tonight, not with your voice still reaching me like morning after rain. The miles between our names, if these wheels still carry on, leave one light inside the window, and I'll find my way back home. Finger-picked, soft streams begin to rise, piano settles underneath. For all the roads that never kept me, for all the nights I drove right through, never thought I'd say this, but I kept one road for you. For you. Tires rolling through a sleeping town, I crossed another state line yesterday without remembering the name. Another motel, another sunrise, another town that looked the same. Kept old receipts inside my pockets, songs unfinished in my head, and conversations I never stayed for, following me instead. People call it freedom, but sometimes freedom felt too wide, like standing in the middle of nowhere with nowhere left to hide. like I wasn't late, like I'd been expected all the while. You never asked for explanations, you never asked how long I'd stay. You only said, if you're tired, you don't have to leave today. Leave the porch light on if the road gets hard to see, if the miles grow heavy and the night gets ahead of me. Leave the porch light on like a song that still feels true. Maybe for the first time I'll come back instead of driving through. The radio played soft in the kitchen, rain moved quietly outside. You spoke about ordinary moments like they had nothing to hide. You said, people spend too much time waiting for big things. I laughed because I had crossed whole countries and forgotten how to stay still. The electric guitar kept breathing, the piano opened up the room, and somehow all my old directions stopped ending too soon. Maybe home isn't a city, maybe time isn't what's gone. Maybe home is just a person who leaves the light on. Leave the porch light on if the road gets hard to see, if the miles grow heavy and the night gets ahead of me. Leave the porch light on like a song that still feels true. And maybe for the first time I'll come back instead of driving through. Yeah. I spent years collecting exits, calling movement being alive. But maybe I was only waiting for one place, one voice, one reason to arrive. Leave the porch light on if tomorrow disappears, if the road keeps changing and I lose another year. Leave the porch light on, and if these old wheels stay true, maybe for the first time I won't chase the horizon, I'll stay with you. I'll stay with you. For all the roads I never finished, for every place I passed right through. Leave the porch light on, and I'll find my way to you. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. Poetry move like footsteps on old wood. Funny how the quiet things stay the longest. I used to leave before the sunrise, like daylight asked too much of me. Another road beneath the tires, another place I wouldn't keep. I learned to travel without pictures, learned to sleep without a plan, learned to say goodbye so often I forgot how people stand. Still, I called it being independent, called it chasing something true. But after all those years of leaving, I still didn't know what to do. Then one evening in a corner booth, you asked me something strange. You said, if the road ended tomorrow, who would you become? The last waltz before dawn, slow turning in the light, one hand holding memory, one hand holding night. The last waltz before dawn, and somewhere in between, I stopped dancing with the highway and started dancing with the dream. You spoke in ordinary language, like ordinary things were enough. Open windows, Sunday mornings, quiet days, and simple love. I said I wouldn't know what to do with that. You smiled. Maybe nobody does at first. The piano drifted through the silence, electric guitar bent long notes, and suddenly every old direction lost its voice. Maybe freedom isn't distance, maybe time isn't the test. Maybe some hearts stay restless until they finally rest. The last waltz before dawn, slow turning in the light, one hand holding memory, one hand holding night. The last waltz before dawn, and somewhere in between, I stopped dancing with the highway and started dancing with the dream. Like the night refusing to end, I've crossed rivers, I've crossed counties, I've crossed years, but I never crossed the distance between surviving and being here. And maybe this is the moment I finally do the last waltz before dawn. Slow turning through the blue, one hand holding yesterday, one hand reaching you. The last waltz before dawn. Now the road can wait outside, because for the first time I don't feel like saying goodbye. Finger-picked guitar softly, piano lands gently beneath the final line. Morning always comes, but tonight I finally stayed long enough to see it. Like someone telling the truth for the first time. I used to measure life in exits and count the years in passing signs. Every little town I stayed in borrowed pieces of my time. I kept my jacket in the front seat and old songs inside the dash, thinking moving meant I mattered, thinking slowing down wouldn't last. People called me independent, like that word explained the road. But nobody ever mentions how heavy freedom grows. Then you looked at me one evening like I wasn't halfway gone, and suddenly all the miles I carried didn't feel that long. The miles between our names don't feel so far tonight, not with your voice still reaching me like a porch light in the dark. The miles between our names used to feel too wide to cross, but somewhere in your quiet way, you made getting lost feel less lost. You never asked for explanations, never asked me who I'd been. You just poured another coffee and said, you don't always have to win. I laughed because nobody told me that rest could feel this strange, that staying somewhere long enough could rearrange your name. The electric guitar kept speaking, soft notes hanging in the air. Somehow the room felt larger, because somebody cared. Maybe home was never waiting, Maybe home was always found inside ordinary evenings when nobody's around. The miles between our names don't feel so far tonight, not with your voice still reaching me like a porch light in the dark. The miles between our names used to feel too wide to cross, but somewhere in your quiet way, you made getting lost feel less lost. I've spent years believing the road would answer everything, but roads only tell you where you've been, not where to stay. And if tomorrow calls again, maybe I'll still go, but now I'll know there's somewhere worth returning to. The miles between our names don't feel so far tonight, not with your voice still reaching me like morning after rain. The miles between our names, if these wheels still carry on, leave one light inside the window, and I'll find my way back home. Finger-picked soft strings begin to rise, piano settles underneath. For all the roads that never kept me, for all the nights I drove right through, never thought I'd say this, but I kept one road for you.